College football players are reporting to camp this week, and for teams like Ohio State, who will play their first game of the season on Thursday, September 2nd, today marked the first day of practice. Buckeyes open at Minnesota, and there are plenty of unanswered questions as the quarterback competition will continue for at least a few more days. And as BCSN Mark Kuntz reports from Columbus, overall, the Buckeyes enter camp healthy and with a deep roster.
The four-time defending Big Ten champions opened training camp this morning in Columbus. Now, because of the super senior situation, it is a large roster for Ohio State. 117 Buckeyes in camp, leaving Ryan Day to admit he wasn't sure who everybody is. Now, one of the new faces we saw for the first time today, the defensive end out of the state of Washington, JT Tuimoloau, who only committed to Ohio State over the summer.
It was good to see a lot of young guys out there. Some guys we hadn't seen before. You got Jordan Hancock out there. You got J.K. Johnson. You know, it was Mike Hall. You know, there's a bunch of young faces out there. That was great. But certainly it's good to see JT out there. Once you get on the field, you're just rolling, and I'm knee deep in the quarterbacks and the offense. And certainly we'll look at the film now. We got about 3 hours before they come back and get on the film. So that's really, you know, where you find out a lot of stuff on film. But as a whole, I thought we threw and caught the ball well for day one. We'll see what that means. But, you know, they certainly did a lot of work this summer because, I mean, I think the first routes on air, the ball didn't touch the ground. And that's a very, very good sign. But that's just step one. We got a long way to go. You know, if it's a mistake that makes sense, we're okay. If it's detrimental or fatal, like a pick six or something that's just crazy, that might cost you the game, that's hard to get out of your head because you're always going to be thinking about that. But there's certainly, you know, I tell the guys all the time, you don't just jump on a bike and start riding the bike. You know, you're going to fall off some. That's part of, you can't be afraid to fail. But then there's other things that are just, you know, you can't get away with them. You know, they're unacceptable. And, you know, throwing the ball into coverage or throwing the ball in a dangerous situation or just being reckless with the football, that's hard to get out of your head. I'll say for the most part today I didn't see any of that, so that was good. But again, just day one.
St. John's graduate Dallas Gant showing no ill effects from the foot injury that kept him out of the spring as he was in the #1 group with the linebackers. In fact, the only injury news to report is Ryan Day was willing to tell us that Tyler Friday will miss a significant chunk of time, which could open up some playing time on the defensive line for both Tuimoloau and Jack Sawyer.
Yeah, they're going to have to, you know, get on the field a little bit sooner than maybe we thought before. And there's, you know, that's really that whole defensive end room now because you lose a guy. I said it to the freshmen who are here, who just got here for the first time. You know, your legacy starts now because it goes fast and faster than ever. So you can't wait around anymore. You can't wait for, you know, an older guy to show leadership. It's you can do it right now. And so some of those young guys in that class, in last year's class and this class, have really done a good job of that. But I am proud of the older guys. I think that they are showing the way, and I think the more they get on the field, the more confidence they have, the better leaders they become.
And with the university reinstating indoor mask policies for everybody on campus, Day reports that the Buckeye team is over 90% vaccinated. In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.